Originally opened in 1954, the West Trenton Library was renamed the Cadwallader Branch. This library housed many vibrant events about music, quilting, and technology. On Monday, February 26, 1970, the Cadwallader Branch hosted Trenton Black Artists Day. 250 people would come out in the afternoon rain to watch visual artists and a saxophone solo that took many hearts. Historical celebrations were hosted in the library, where Mayor Arthur Holland, dressed as George Washington, posed next to the library's Peggy Gumere painting. Even fierce debates occurred in the library. The newly elected school board lambasted Mayor Arthur J. Holland's record and questioned his ability to bring about changes to the Trenton school system. One special story that interested me was the library's acceptance of books from local citizens. This included a proud owner's anthology of his own dog, named Griggy. However, one event was never fully reported at the Cadwallader Branch, and today, my project is to give it a voice. On April 1968, students from all over Trenton would compete in the Cadwallader Branch Poetry Contest. 3 skilled students would then be declared the top 3 poets. As an interesting twist, I will also be using generative AI images to recreate what these elementary school students imagined. Thomas Bombera wrote, "The time awakening, spring. Wintertime, gray and gloomy, had numbed the senses of all who were touched by its unrelenting icy hand. So it was with the tree, which months before was awake and alive. Now it nearly escaped notice. Bare, barren, and alone. Then, suddenly, a whisper, sweet and low, a deep, smooth, mellow note, rising, now high, clear, piercing, opening the eyes, filling the senses. The deep, deep slumber, which was but a preparation for this, is ended. And a tree stands tall, proudly displaying its strong, firm limbs and emerald leaves. Now the air is fresh, sweet. The ground is soft, green. For this is spring, the time of awakening." That was a 3rd place poem. Now moving on to 2nd place. Michael Kovac's 4th grade wrote, "A shooting star. A shooting star goes by and by, but never has time to say hi. How I hate to see it go before it even says hello. A shooting star just goes along and doesn't even sing a song. Sometimes the time to wish, and sometimes I just hear the swish." And now in 1st place, in 8th grade, Nancy Egan wrote, "Time. You're a pretty funny fellow, Time. You give us 1 year, send us another, but who is supposed to straighten out the world that left behind? Why must years be remembered by the choice gifts they leave, with us wars, racial disturbances, and massive killing? Why? When will we civilized men learn that you can't have a unified country when man must communicate with inappropriate words? When? Should there come a time in our sophisticated world when some of our future generation of leaders base their existence on cute slogans like God is alive? He just doesn't want to get involved. Should there? Is that what our world is about? Time? You watch man progress from his barbarous ways of life to a sophisticated manner of today, to become uncivilized, destructive animals once more? I want to thank Adobe Firefly for providing all of these images, along with the Trentoniana Archive for providing the articles and the poems about the Cadwallader Branch. And I want to thank you for watching. Have a great day.